G'day guys, Skits here, and welcome to another video where I'm talking about future games that are going to be coming out and reasons why you guys should be interested in them. Today I've got Grand Theft Auto 5, and this has been a very highly anticipated game for a while, and I figured I'd do this game because it's certainly got a lot of interesting information to tell, and there's a lot of information that you guys might not know that I'm going to be showing you guys in this video, and hopefully get you guys keen and excited for it. At the moment, we're not sure when it's going to be released, probably sometime in early 2013 or so. It's probably the predicted release date, but anyway guys, hope you enjoy it. So the first thing that makes me really excited for this game is simply just the storyline and the storytelling and the plot. As you all know, Rockstar games are fantastic at making a game just a game really interesting and have a fantastic plot. Obviously, you know, Max Payne and GTA games have had fantastic plots which are very easy to follow and very interesting and keep you entertained the whole way through it. So I'm really happy to hear that obviously they're working on GTA 5, and you know, I'm really excited to see how they go in terms of the storytelling and the plot. So I'm definitely excited to see how they're going to go with that. Now the next thing is actually the location. Now a lot of the other GTAs have been in really interesting places, you know, Vice City, San Andreas and whatnot, but this one is going to be in Hollywood, and you know, I obviously have never been to America, so I'm not exactly sure what these places are like, but I do know, because obviously you hear about Hollywood a lot, that it is a fantastic place, and it's going to be really interesting to play at. You know, obviously we've never played in Hollywood before, so it's going to be a new experience, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I can already tell, you know, just being able to roam free of Hollywood just sounds really great, and hopefully you'll be able to, you know, see, you know, famous people in the game. Like, that would be really cool. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how that goes. Now the next thing that I'm really excited for is simply just the graphics and the mechanics and the physics. This is one thing that GTA have always excelled at, or Rockstar games in particular. They've always excelled at this ever since they first made their first GTA game, and that's just, you know, fantastic graphics, especially for their time. Fantastic graphics, great mechanics, and obviously great physics as well, because you know, you can drive around in a car, you can hit people, and although this sounds awful, but it actually looks really good. You know, the way people move and the way they sort of move around in a sort of, I think they call it elastic graphics, is where sort of they bounce around sort of in a realistic way, and I really like that. You know, they've really done well in making the graphics very realistic, and you know, the cars look great, the shades all look great, and at this point in time I'm really excited to see just how good the game's going to look. Now the next thing that makes me really excited for the upcoming GTA game is simply just the fact that Rockstar are making it. I've already talked previously about how much I personally love Rockstar and how I think they can make fantastic games. Well, you know, they really are a fantastic company. You know, they've got top of the range graphics, you know, fantastic storytelling, and just everything else is really great. Their gameplay in their games is just always fantastic, and I'm really excited to see how it goes. And they've also mentioned that they will try and make it a bit of a humorous game at times. As you know, GTAs are known to be quite funny at certain points in the game, so that really makes me excited, just the fact that Rockstar are making the game. Now the next thing is the collectibles. Now I didn't get much into this in previous GTA games because I could really never be bothered, but I am really excited to do that in the upcoming GTA game because I'm going to be really interested in getting it and whatnot. Just because, you know, being able to collect things is something that I suppose gamers sometimes overlook, but it's fantastic to just be able to sort of explore and find things that, you know, it kind of sort of give you a bit of more motive just to explore the world, explore Hollywood, I should say. So, yeah, I'm really excited just to see how the sort of collectibles part of GTA goes. Now the next thing is the actual voice acting and the character dialogue. Now once again, this is something that a lot of gamers don't really think about too much when they buy a game, but when you really start playing it, you don't realize how some games can just really fail at this, and some games can be absolutely fantastic. And when they are fantastic, you often don't even really think about how good they are just because they're so good, but you know, they've always have fantastic lip syncing and voice acting in GTA games, and the character dialogue is always really interesting, and I never skip a cutscene in GTA just because it's really interesting, and it's always, you know, a whole bunch of different unique characters that are really easy to relate to and whatnot. So I'm really excited just to see the new characters and all the character dialogue. Now to get into the more gameplay nitty gritty sort of stuff, I've got the actual crashes and carnage. I know this sounds a bit ridiculous, but I personally used to love, when I was a lot younger, just getting on GTA and just driving around, crashing and whatnot. It's a bit of a ridiculous thing to enjoy, but I've always had a lot of fun doing that on GTA games. Just being able to sort of go through insane stun jumps and, you know, just carnage that is GTA. It's a lot of fun, just being able to just roam the streets and speed and cause car crashes and cop chases and whatnot. It really is interesting, and it's always something quite fun for simple-minded people like myself. And I'm really excited to see how that works in GTA 5. Now, the next thing, which is extremely fascinating and something they haven't brought into a new GTA yet, is actually the buying and selling of property. Now, when I first heard about this, I thought this isn't going to work at all, and at the moment I'm still a little bit skeptical. I'm not sure how they're going to do it to work out well, but I did know that in GTA San Andreas Online, if you guys played it, it was like a sort of a mod, you can nearly say. It did work quite well. You could buy cars, you could buy property and rent and whatnot, but they did show it in the short trailer that we did see that there will be buying and mortgaging and whatnot and rent and all that sort of stuff. So there will be expenses that we work with in everyday life and the sort of things that we do see in everyday life. So that's really sort of interesting, and it really makes the game have a lot more depth and realism, and I'm really excited to see how that goes. Now, the next thing is a few little features that I've always loved about GTA games, and firstly, I'll just talk about the phone. Now, it's a bit weird that I'm talking about the phone in particular here, but they are talking about how much they want to improve it and make it nearly like a smartphone in the way that in GTA 4, you couldn't do too much on the phone, but now in GTA 5, they are saying that they're going to be using the phone for a lot of things, so I'm really happy to see that. But also, one of the things that I've always loved about GTA games is the realistic cars, and unfortunately this wasn't in GTA 4, but it was in San Andreas, but the sort of how you could mod cars and make them custom looking and whatnot. You can already tell just by looking at these screenshots, which I might put on now, that the game, all the cars and whatnot just look fantastic. They're all realistic, they just look great, and they look like a lot of fun to drive, and they're really realistic to drive as well. And now they're saying that we will be able to actually mod the cars and make them look custom to our liking, and I really like that. I think that's really cool, so I'm glad they're bringing that back, and I'm really excited to see how that goes. The next thing I'm really excited for in GTA 5 is the campaign co-op. Now, I'm not normally one for co-op. I've never really been that keen on it, but when it comes to games like GTA, I think co-op is fantastic because I personally love playing games like that with a mate, and especially because you can actually now play the game through the whole campaign with a mate. I think just sounds totally awesome. You can do two things at once, and they did confirm that there might be like bank robberies in the missions and stuff like that, so that's going to be really cool to do that with multiple people. Alright guys, so now we're down to the top 5 things that I'm extremely excited for, and the first thing is the competitive multiplayer, the gang warfare that they're talking about. Now, I've done a little bit of research and I couldn't find much about this at all, but what I do know is that multiplayer, as I just said about the co-op, is always a lot of fun. I love playing with people on games like this and just driving around and, messing things up and doing that sort of stuff. And they did talk about how there's going to be like gang against gang sort of stuff, and, GTA has always been about gangs and that sort of really ghetto sort of style of America, which is really awesome, and it shows off the really interesting part of America, I suppose you could say. A bit of a rough part, but it's really interesting as well, just how well it's going to work in multiplayer. Now, the fourth thing that I'm really excited for in GTA 5 is all the vehicles. So, although we already have things like, cars, motorbikes, bikes, and whatnot, but now, obviously, there's going to be trains, which I think we can drive now, which is really cool. Tanks, which we've been able to do previously, but I'm really excited just for that, and planes and helicopters. So, there's all this depth, and this isn't a new feature at all by any means. We've always had vehicles to use, but I'm just really excited because they're really, making us have a lot of depth in the way we want to sort of do whatever we want to do, really. It's very open-ended. You can really do whatever the hell you want, especially with all the vehicles. So there's plenty of vehicles, plenty of cars and all that stuff to steal and drive around with. So that's really awesome as well, and I'm really excited for that. Now, one of the biggest and newest additions on the GTA 5 franchise is actually the single-player jobs and the sort of side campaign jobs, like you can be in a gang or something like that. Now, that just sounds amazing to me personally. It's got a little screenshot where I'm reading this from of sort of your character dressed in a fireman suit, which is pretty funny to think that you can just sort of do jobs. So in GTA, I think it was San Andreas, you used to be able to just sort of do these little taxi missions. I'm not sure if that was in any other GTAs, but you could do these little taxi missions, and to be honest, they were really crap. You used to get a little bit of money, and they were just pretty boring. But now you can actually get a job, which you actually have to attend to. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it sounds a bit too too much like Sims now, but it's really not. You know, they're keeping the whole GTA aspect to it, but now you can sort of have a side job when you're not doing a mission or whatever, which is really awesome, and you can even be in like a gang or something like that. So that is really sick, and that once again just adds more depth into the way you want to play GTA. Right, so now we're down to the top 2 things that I'm really excited for, and the second thing is the customizing the main character. Now, once again, by no means is this a new feature, but I think it's really awesome how you can, you know, go to the gym, you can eat a lot to make yourself look fat, you can change your hair, you can wear different suits and whatnot. I think that's just really cool, and all the different guns as well is something I wanted to mention. All the guns and the way you can customize your character to make him, you know, make him however you want to make him look, if you know what I mean. So you can customize a lot, which I'm really happy to see, and that's really going to, once again, as I said, add a lot of depth into the game. Now for the number 1 reason why I'm really excited for GTA 5 is actually because it is probably one of the most non-linear games that's going to be out this year, or really out in a while, because what a lot of articles have been saying, and this is actually confirmed, is that it's going to be one of the most free-roaming games ever, so you can really do whatever the hell you want. Obviously, Hollywood is a big place. They said the map's going to be bigger than ever, which is really awesome because it means you can do heaps of different things on it. And obviously, there's going to be heaps of different things on that map, but you can really just do whatever the hell you want. If you don't want to do missions, you can drive around, you can be in your gang and do stuff like that. You can work and get your job. I'm pretty sure you can even get married now, I heard, but that's just a rumor. Obviously, you can buy property, so there's heaps of things to do now in GTA. It's not just, you know, doing the missions. You can really do a whole bunch of different things. So, guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you guys are excited for in GTA 5. Personally, these are all the things that I'm really pumped for. These 15 things that I've listed are really exciting things for me, and I can't wait for this game to be released. But anyway, guys, thanks a heap for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.